It's not going to turn on.
8
I'm so
a.m.
scared it's not going to think about it. I can just imagine when it's going to go turn on. I'm so scared it's not going to turn on.
FBI, open up!
Hey guys, so I'm just going to get right into it. I'm building my own PC. For the last few months, I've kind of removed myself from a lot of social media and just removed that kind of pressure of posting or being expected to post or looking at other people's work and being like, oh my god, I need to make something, or oh god, how long is it going to take until I get that good? And just kind of just disconnect from all of that and really try and figure out for myself, what do I want from life and from my kind of like creative process. This is a whole nother conversation to have, and to be honest, I have seen a few people already make videos on this, but let me know if you'd like to hear more. I found it very beneficial not being on social media recently, and that's because it's helped me become comfortable with the idea that I don't need social media to be able to like do what I do properly. You know, I mean, graphics has existed for a long time, you know, and you can go all the way back from like when print, but if we like start from like, let's say the 90s or something, when like digital shit was really getting in, whatever, people didn't have phones as much, and this whole social media and this social sphere that has really kind of come about in the last 5 to 10 years just was not here, and people made amazing work. And this is just something that I'm constantly reminding myself, is like, if I think that me not posting on Instagram is going to be the thing that keeps me from being successful, then I'm stupid. Does that make sense? Like, Instagram can't be the end-all be-all. It can't be, oh, I have to get up every day and make sure I've got these like 10 reels to post and make sure I'm getting that sound, and oh, this is the new trending sound, make sure, like, it can't. It literally can't. On top of that, I won't do it. Like, I'm not going to do it. And this is the thing, like, I've really been taking the time to reclaim my own kind of say on the things that I find enjoyment in. And yeah, it is what it is. So from there, I realized that I need to upgrade from my MacBook to something that can actually handle the type of 3D work I want to be going into. So let me tell you guys what I got. Okay, I don't know where to begin. Right, so let's start with the case. The case is still in the box. I will show everything else out of the boxes. But I got the icue 4000X RGB mid-tower, as you guys can probably read for yourselves. Alongside that, I got the 3070 RTX Jetstream edition. Was going to get a 3060. For the longest time I was so fine with getting a 3060, but again, after I took the time to find out all of the prices for all the different places, wait, hold on, I need to make sure this is recording. Okay, so I have recorded most of this, and then I got up and saw that I didn't click the record button, so that's what I'm just double checking now. Right, yeah, so I was gonna get the 3070, but because I took the time to make sure I checked a whole bunch of different websites' prices, I actually had a few £100 left, and I thought, you know what, it would actually be worth it to kind of just get like one up. So I just got the 3070. It's not the best, it's not the most recent or whatever, but I think this is fine. I've never used a graphics card ever, so I'm really waiting to see just how much this is going to improve my workflow, but I know that, you know, all the PC people seem to be stressing on this stuff. Okay. So for the CPU, I did get the most latest AMD one. It's not the best one you can get from the AMD 7000 series. Wait, is it 7000? Yeah. But this one, based on the Blender benchmarks I saw, should be enough. It looks to be enough. Obviously, if I got the CPU at the top tier of the range, I'd have more processing power and whatnot, but I kind of didn't need all of that. something like this will do me fine and like save me a few £100 from getting like the most recent one. Right, so for RAM, I just got 32 gigs of the DDR5 Vengeance by Corsair. Again, everything's still packaged right now. But for memory, Samsung M.2 SSD, 1TB. For the power supply, I got the RM650 by Corsair. It's the fully modular one. So modular just means that all of the cables are included, and like there's only, you know what? Ask someone else. But one thing I can tell you is do your research, because I initially was going to get a 1000 watt power supply, but upon researching, you really don't need that. On top of that, there's so many websites where, like PC Part Picker, you put in all of your parts and it will literally tell you the estimated kind of wattage that your system is going to need. And then from another video I watched, some guy said you take that number, times it by 1.5, and then use that number as like a reference. So I'm pretty sure mine came out to be about 500 and something. So just to be on the safe side, just to give myself more wattage if I do need it, I got the 650. This is another place where you can really save some money too, because these do cost quite a bit when you start going up, and there's so many of them, and there's so many different like standards. There's like gold, and then there's like this one says 80 plus gold. It's like, just come up with something that makes sense. And I only say that because there's like 70 different other versions of them, plus gold and minus gold and everything in between. So yeah, just make sure you do your research on this kind of thing. And again, it's always just about like checking multiple places, trying to get the best price for you, and trying to see really what you specifically need. These are kind of together because this case comes with 3 fans, and my CPU has 3 fans as well. But that would mean I didn't have any exhaust fans at the back, and I really wanted some, so I just invested into getting a pack of more fans. I'm pretty sure these are as close as possible to the ones that they actually put on the cooler. These are the Corsair ML120 RGB Elite. It's definitely not needed. I could have used my CPU on the front and then use the 3 free fans that they give me in the box, 2 at the top and then 1 at the back. That would have been a perfectly fine configuration. I just want more. This is the motherboard. It's the 670 Aorus Elite 8X. I really was forced to get this because of the way the AM5 CPUs are, I believe. Well, it's that, and it's the RAM. It was the CPU and it was RAM. It was less the CPU and more of the RAM, because the RAM, I got DDR5, which means your motherboard has to support that. And the problem with a lot of these motherboards is that they're very expensive. But it was around the £500 mark, I think. If that's incorrect, I'm so sorry, and I'll do movie magic to like put up the raw price. It's very heavy, but it's so cool to look at. It took me a long time to even understand which motherboard I needed and why, and everything in between. But this should be good for the next few years. I know that AMD are coming out with more new ones. There's like I think they're like B670 or B650 or something, and I know that there's like an E at the end of it, whatever that means. But finally, the CPU cooler. I got the Corsair icue H150i Elite Capelix, and again, guys, just come up with a better name. Like, I believe your marketing team can do it. But yeah, again, watched so many different videos about different types of fan coolers, water coolers, AIOs. The reason why I went with AIO this time is because ideally I do want to do my own custom water cooling. So cooling is a big part of your PC's performance and life. So it really does make sense to put some money towards it, in my opinion. Some people hate IAOs, some people say they're a bad investment because they clog up, because there is some kind of like residue sediment that like builds up in the pipe sometimes. That can happen. Like, I get it. Everything to some extent is built to some sort of redundancy. So whilst ideally, long time, I would like to get into my own custom made soft tubing water cooling system, I decided to go with AIO because I knew it would do what I needed it to do. It still looked good, and it meant that I didn't have to get into all the nooks and crannies of understanding how the water system works just yet. Because realistically, I had to sell my laptop to be able to afford all of this, and I haven't had any kind of like computer or laptop for a hot minute now, and I really just want to get back on and start making things. So this will do for now. A lot of my things and a lot of my mentality is kind of this will do for now, but even with that, you'll see that it's not like I've like cheaped out on any products. I have given the right amount of money, I think, to the right amount of products. So the point of this video is kind of just to like, you know, come along with me as I build my first PC. I'm gonna try and get some decent shots of things, but if things kind of go out of focus or doesn't look too great, then I am sorry, because I am really just focusing on making sure that I don't mess anything up here. Right, so I'm saying this right now. I literally just picked up this keyboard and mouse for about £12, and they're ugly as shit. I know, I don't care. I just need something that types, and I need something that mouses. When I've got some more disposable income, I'm definitely gonna invest in kind of like the cool keyboards and everything, but it's just not needed right now. Like typing on a keyboard that flashes red doesn't actually make my work any better. For the monitor, I'll show you the box. Sorry, oh, I got this one. Is it even gonna... Oh my god. Guys, I don't even know if you can see anything. But basically, it is the Yamaha? No, it's the Iyama. So this is the Iyama G Master, god, the code words again. GB2770HSU, like, it's 165 hertz and it has IPS. So I understand IPS to be important because it's like the value of like how dark black is on your screen or something, and something to do with like the way light reflects on your screen monitor. And then I decided to get something with a decent amount of refresh rate, not necessarily because I'm like an avid gamer or anything, but because if I was to game, I do want that kind of smooth looking experience, and I do think it might have something to do with maybe viewport display in render and how quick that will refresh on my monitor. Again, that could all be incorrect. Obviously guys, don't ever buy from no dodgy looking website. A lot of these PC websites, they do kind of look a bit janky, I'm not going to lie. Sorry. But yeah, if you're in the UK, this is another thing. I was like, Jesus Christ, where the hell am I going to go find PC parts? Don't worry, the websites that I will link in the description all have next day. Obviously Prime has Prime. But the other two both do next day, and they're both based in the UK. And I'm sure if you live like near them as well, one of them might even have like an actual shop that you can like go into, but I'm not sure. Right, last but not least, I just got this screwdriver kit thing. But in every single PC build video, they stress the need of magnetic screwdrivers, because like some of the screws that we'll be using today are very tiny. It just makes life easier, so why not? But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's a 115 in one toolkit. Of course it is. Hopefully I'll be able to build this all today and like have a functioning computer by the end of the night, because I would really love to like use it. The biggest thing I'm worried about is like once I've built it, like the software side of things, where I'm like turning things on and what if things don't turn on. So I'm gonna link everything in the description down below, so check that out. I will also put some links to YouTube channels that I watched that really helped me, and I'll link down all of the websites that I looked on, so you can just like find it there. But yeah, let's get right to it, guys. been doing this for the last 6 hours. It's 7 p.m. right now, and I started at 1. And I was working in the morning up until 1. I'm so exhausted, and I'm not even finished. Okay, I'm back, guys. I went to eat. I'm feeling revitalized. I figured out what I need to do. I did some of it off camera, just because, well, my phone's going to die, so honestly, I don't know how much more of this I'm going to be able to film, even though most of this is probably just going to be like time-lapse with the music. But basically, all I have left to do is put in the power supply and then connect all the fans to the hub. And then it's literally turning it on and stuff, which I'm so fucking scared about. This is where we are right now. I'm just doing cable management. I just figured out where all of the cables go in here and just screwed it into the case. The only things I've got left to do is sort out obviously the cables, make them look a bit more tidy, and then plug the power cables into the right parts. Basically, there's still a bit to do, and I'm doing it tomorrow because I'm going to sleep. So I just woke up maybe like 30 minutes ago, and all I want to do is finish it now. So yeah, I'm so worried it's not going to turn on. In case I didn't mention it yesterday, I am returning the extra fans that I got because I decided to use my CPU cooler on the front because I'm stupid and I thought it would fit the top, and I didn't read the product specifications properly. So I fitted it in the front, and then with the 3 case fans that come with the case, I've done 2 at the top for exhaust and 1 at the back for exhaust. And the front one is like intake, obviously. So yeah. Now I just need to put in all the power plugs. Oh, and then the graphics card. Jesus, that's disgusting.
Hey bro, do you even game, bro? Hey bro, hey, is this the deepest my voice can get? Oh my god, I've never sounded like this before. Why do I kinda sound like that lady from Legally Blonde?
Hello. Okay. Nothing happened. Oh my god, nothing happened. Wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, right. Please. Oh. Oh my god. Did I do it? Did I do it, guys? Ah! Okay, at least I put everything in correctly, but I have a red light. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Guys, I did it. I actually did it. Oh my god. So now I'm just installing Windows. Right, so surprisingly, I did manage to put everything in correctly, I suppose, because I managed to get it on and everything seems to be working. There is a red light on, however, I asked someone on a Discord and they told me it's because my display wasn't put in correctly. I had to put it into my graphics card. Then my display started to work, but the red light's still on. But they told me not to worry about it, so whatever, I guess. Besides that, the biggest hurdle I've been facing out of all of this is the fact that Windows won't install properly. So first, I had this really old USB stick. I don't even know where it is right now, but I had it on there. I pre-installed it a few days ago to get ready because I knew the PC was gonna come and I knew that this was gonna whatever, and the laptop that I'm downloading it off of is very old. So I was like, okay, let me just take the time to do it now. So I go to do it. It starts to look like it's working, but then it ultimately doesn't work because I guess my USB is corrupted. I don't even understand how that happens. It's literally just been sitting in a drawer, but maybe that's how that happens. Besides that, sorry if I'm not looking at the camera if I'm meant to be, but... So after that, I just went to Argos. I bought another USB stick for like £5, downloaded the Windows on it, came here, plugged it in. Oh my god, is this still recording? Okay. Came here, plugged it in, did the same thing, but then I started getting an error code. And then I found this video like explaining it, and one of the reasons was the CPU, and there was other reasons, but I like skipped ahead, and then it took me right to the CPU thing, being like, basically it's probably like your CPU's like damaged or something, because Windows needs all of the cores or something for it to be able to install. I think that's what they said, but that's all I needed to hear for me to start having a full-on meltdown about how I've broken my CPU. But I spoke to the people on Discord again, and basically what I'm trying now is, and to be honest, the video did say this, and it was the #1 cause, because if I had watched the video properly, he like listed a few, and the first one was basically the RAM. I had both of mine in, and they were in the right channels, in A2 and B2, but I have been advised to take them out, put only one in, reinstall Windows, put that back in, then try and do it again to see if it works. If it doesn't work, try it again, but swap this one for the other one and then try again. I don't understand how this does anything or means anything, but these people have helped me and their previous advice worked, so I'm kind of just going off their word right now. I really didn't think it would be this hard to download Windows. Like, genuinely, there were parts of when I was building this thing where I felt like I was going crazy. I was like, I need this to be done. Like, I can't still be doing this. None of that compares to Windows. So well done, Microsoft. You beat me. I hope you're happy, Bill Gates. But seriously, guys, yeah, this might be a 3-day thing. It's a shame because I was hoping to start using my PC over the weekend, but I guess if I can't, I can't. Tomorrow is a new day, and this has really been teaching me that I've got a really bad patience. Like, so right now, right now I've put one RAM in and I am re-downloading Windows on the new USB, and that is taking forever because, like I said, the laptop is very old. I think it's been like an hour or two now. And what's frustrating, because I just sit here and I think, it's taken all this time, and it's going to take longer, and then when it's finished, I'm going to plug it in, and there's no guarantee it's even going to work. So I'm like sitting here doing nothing, waiting for a thing that probably won't actually work if I consider the likeliness of it, considering it hasn't. And then I just spiral. Because it's kind of like out of my control, and I don't know, I get in this like weird maze, like mental maze complex where I'm like, what do I do? And there's nothing to do. So I guess it's teaching me that I really have no patience and that I need to work on that. But yeah, sorry, this angle is so fucking ugly. Oh, and this is something that no one talks about. No video I watched, and I watched many, mentioned the mess that comes with building a PC. It took me so long to clear everything up, and the boxes are huge, so getting them in the bin takes so long. I had to like stand on shit and like pound it down. If you're thinking about building a PC, do you consider getting a maid as part of the components? Okay guys, so as you can see, I've managed to get past the whole Windows bullshit. The RAM thing did work, but right now I still haven't been able to do anything. That's why my Windows still looks ugly, because I'm currently downloading the drivers on my laptop, the one that takes forever, and it's taking forever. I'm kind of fine with it now because I know it's like here and it's working and everything's on, and I mean, it fucking looks amazing. I love it so much. I need to change the RGB because I'm not a fan of the rainbow. On this thing here, if you get the same Corsair cooler and fans that I got, like you can sync them up and like make them do a whole bunch of crazy shit away. I love this visor one, but it just like takes forever. Is it even doing anything? Yeah, there. Yeah, so it starts from the pump, goes there, and then back around. Okay. So it looks like this is a 4-day process. I don't know how it's stretched out that much, but what can you do? This is my first time doing it, I guess. I'm just so shocked that it's actually working. I did it. Again, special thank you to everyone on the Discord, the PC Build Help Discord, for giving me so much fucking help. Like, I recommend that as a tool. Like, other people are tools, and when they make themselves available to your disposal, use it. Like, you know, like these people probably know so much more than I do. Not probably, they do. I've also got some RGB going around my desk, which you'll be able to see. You can kind of see, yeah, see it just turned off, and it kind of like traces around the perimeter of my desk. Anyway, yeah, guys, I'm literally in love. I'm literally so fucking in love. I mentioned how, right, oh my god, am I gonna be able to? Okay, so I was trying to take that out without stopping recording, but whatever. So I mentioned how I bought extra fans, but I didn't end up using them, so I returned them and got my money back. I found that Corsair does these LED smart lights or something that you can like attach behind monitors for essentially the exact same price that I paid for the fans. So I think I'm gonna Amazon Prime it. So there you have it, guys. I built my first PC. I've got no money. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Follow my Instagram, yada 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 yada. But yes, until next time, guys, I shall see you later. Right? Perfect.